Hello， 大家好，我係阿 Vin。
Hi everyone, my name is Vin.
係建聖牧師體系 Michael 嘅門徒。
I'm the cell members of Michael and MG leader Jason.
喺上星期嘅音樂劇裏面咧，我飾演耶穌嘅其中一個門徒拿但業。
So last Sunday, I was actually part of the cast and I was playing Nathaneal in the musical.
一路以嚟咧，我都好想參加神國藝人，但係又好驚自己 handle 唔到啦。
I had always wanted to join on Kingdom Artists, but I was so scared I couldn't handle that.
因為我好細個就過咗外國讀書啦，所以要記中文對白同埋普通話嘅歌詞咧，對我嚟講係一個好大嘅挑戰。
So I studied abroad since I was small, and it's very hard for me to read Chinese, understand, and memorize all Chinese lines.
最後咧，原來仲要加埋唱歌同埋跳舞，完全都唔係我擅長嘅嘢。
And then they were singing, they were dancing. These are not my strengths.
由第一日彩排開始啦，劉明導演已經不斷提醒劇組。
So since the first day of our rehearsal, Nathaneal, our director, has been reminding us
希望咧每一個劇組嘅人員啦，都可以透過呢套劇經歷神。
that the most important thing for everybody is to experience God in the production.
坦白講咧，一開始咧我都唔夠膽抱太大嘅期望嘅，
And to be honest, I didn't have great expectation.
因為我心裏面諗咧，只要我記晒所有對白同埋舞步咧，已經係一個神蹟嚟㗎啦。
I thought it was good enough that I can memorize all the step, or the dance, or the lyrics.
但係當我翻到屋企嘅時候咧，我老婆就追問我啦，有啲咩我好想神為我成就嘅。
But then I returned home that night, and my wife asked me, "Is there anything that you really wish God will achieve for you through this?"
咁其實我就好求其講咗一句，希望我爸爸媽媽決志咯。
So mindlessly, I respond to her, "Well, I hope my parents will come to know Christ."
但係其實我內心咧都唔夠膽抱太大嘅期望。
But deep down in my heart, I didn't have much expectation either.
點知我嘅幫助者咧就好即刻主動咁樣約咗我爸爸媽媽去睇我嘅音樂劇。
But my wonderful helper, my wife, she invited my parents to come to see the musical.
過往咧，我哋都有嘗試過邀請佢哋翻嚟教會啦，但係佢哋都拒絕決志。
In the past, we tried to invite them back to church, but they would rejected us.
所以我不斷咁同自己講啦，佢哋都係嚟睇一場 show 嘅啫，影張相就 OK 啦咁樣。
So I was trying to tune my expectation. I've been telling myself that, oh, they're just coming for, the performance to check out my show.
點知去到星期日最後嗰場嘅時候咧，當台上呼召嘅時候咧，
But then for the last show on last Sunday, when it was the altar call time,
我爸爸媽媽咧竟然主動自己行到台前決志相信主。
I saw my parents walking out, responding to the altar call, and giving their lives to Christ.
我嘅願望咧就咁成真咗啦。
And my dream came true.
回想翻劉明導演咧所講咧，我真係透過呢個服侍去經歷神，
So that brought me back to what our director said. Experience God through this.
讓我咧對神嘅信心咧再一次復活。
And my faith towards God also resurrected.
諗翻起過往嘅我咧，其實我每一件事都要跟翻自己嘅節奏去做。
So in hindsight, I think I'm a person who like to have my own rhythm for things in life.
我會做好晒所有嘅 planning，
I plan a lot.
甚至我會每一件事都會同神討價還價。
And I would negotiate with God about how things should go.
但係透過今次嘅音樂劇咧，我深深體會到劇裏面其中一段歌詞。
But through this musical, there was this part of the lyrics that I feel that I really lived it.
不要按我的心意，你旨意高過我的。
Do not follow my will, but your will is higher than my way.
我依靠你慈愛得堅固，全然相信你。
I just depend on your loving kindness and I completely trust you.
感謝主，透過今次嘅音樂劇啦，
And thank God through this musical,
令到我爸爸媽媽決志相信主。
my parents gave their life to Jesus.
唔單止咁樣，令到我更加體會到神嘅旨意係高過我任何嘅 planning，
And not only this, I truly come to see that God's ways is higher than my way.
令到我對神嘅信心咧，重新復活。
Truly, my faith towards God is revived again.
為我所有嘅經歷咧，大大感恩。
I had to give thanks to
Amen.
God for all I experienced.
大家好，我叫做劉明，
Hi, my name is Nathaneal.
係樹人牧師佩靈師母嘅門徒。
I'm a disciple of Pastor Jason and Jessica.
喺2014年咧，因為一次嘅舞台劇，我被師母呼召成為教會嘅全職神國藝人。
So 2014, because of a church musical opportunity, I was called by Simo to join full-time ministry in church.
咁樣咧，過去咧我係冇任何嘅藝術嘅 training 啦，可以喺過去嘅10年裏面去到為神製作大大小小嘅舞台劇。
I thank God because I did not have a lot of stage performing experience, but then I still have all these opportunities.
喺呢2年嘅復活節劇對我嚟講咧係有特別嘅意義。
But these 2 years, the Easter musical and drama, they were particularly meaningful to me.
記錄咗咧呢2套劇記錄咗我喺信仰上面嘅成長，
Because they documented the growth of my spiritual journey.
由對神好失望去到重拾信心。
From feeling extremely disappointed towards God to picking up again my faith towards God.
上年咧嘅復活節，我媽咪咧因為胰臟癌咧而去世。
Last Easter, my mom, because of pancreatic cancer, she passed away.
我咧透過製作當時候嘅拉撒路復活音樂劇。
So that was this part that was writing about the death of Lazarus.
入面咧，瑪利亞去到鬧耶穌。
And the sister of Lazarus, a mother, she was scolding Jesus at
到底
that scene.
神你有咩意念高得過值得用我阿媽條命去到換？
And I was thinking, God, what is your high will that it demands my mother's life to fulfill it?
我將對神嘅不滿、憤怒完全透過呢套劇去到表露出嚟。
So all my anger and rage towards God through writing that musical.
冇諗過復活劇之後，我就同我太太經歷一次嘅流產。
And little did I expect, my wife and I, we experienced a miscarriage after the Easter musical.
過程咧，我哋好多嘅唔明白，
There were so much that we couldn't understand.
但我哋就係感受到從神而嚟嗰份出人意外嘅平安。
But we have to admit that we experienced that peace God gave us that is beyond what people can understand.
我哋咧知道神咧係同我哋講死亡咧唔係終點。
And we receive very clearly from God that death is not the end of the story.
我哋再一次立志相信神嘅心意係美好嘅。
So there we just confess our faith towards God again, and we decide to believe that His will is good.
再喺幾個月之前，我同我太太曾經動搖，
And a few months ago, actually, my wife and I, we were very shaken.
考慮咧離開611呢個生命樹大家庭。
And we were even thinking that we'll leave the church.
但神咧好迅速嘅回應我嘅禱告，
But God very quickly responded to my prayer.
解開我哋嘅心結，
And in fact, helped to untie the knots in our hearts.
確實咁話俾我哋聽，要留喺611。
And very firmly, He told us that we are to stay in 611.
神咧向我哋開啟，我哋成日就係批評論斷。
And also, it is revealed to us that we have been judging, we've been criticizing a lot.
自我感覺良好同埋苦毒。
We're self-complacent, but we are also very self-bitter.
經過呢次嘅經驗之後，我哋對神、對教會、對權柄嘅信心更加嘅扎根。
So after going through this whole saga, my wife and I, we actually renewed our faith and trust towards our authorities, God, and the church.
因着咧過去1年嘅經歷啊，我哋咧唔再只係帶住情緒去到寫劇本。
So after going through all these emotional roller coaster, I decided that I'm not going to write another script just by my emotions.
而係將我哋對耶穌新嘅認識同埋看見一一寫喺劇本入面。
But that with my understanding and revelation about who Jesus is and what I experienced about Him, I'm going to write it into my script.
過去咧每一套劇，我哋都追求外在更好，燈光啊、音響啊、道具啊，各樣嘢要去，好想去突破。
In the past, we were thinking about breakthroughs like better lighting, better acting, better props and everything.
但係今次我真係知道生命係最重要，
But this time I really know that, it's all about lives.
所以今次我哋決定邀請好多人加入我哋嘅劇組，
So we decided that for this production, we can invite more people to join.
並且再三去到同團隊去到分享，我哋今次嘅重點唔係套劇，而係我哋好想每一個人去經歷神。
And then we said it again and again. This is not about the production, but it's about us all experiencing God.
但係咧喺排練嘅過程裏面咧，我發現咧，縱使係我哋一啲核心嘅演員咧，都唔係好捉到呢一個嘅重點。
But during the rehearsal, even for the core member, the main cast, it's so hard to really focus on life.
都好似難以避免咁樣 focus 咗喺事工而唔係生命，
But that we got sidetracked to just how the works go.
甚至咧唔止一個嘅團隊嘅人咧向我哋表示行政啦、劇本啦，甚至乎我嘅導演手法有不滿。
And in fact, more than one teammate came to me and said that, we're not happy about how you handle admin or the directing or the script.
令到我咧一再懷疑啦，同埋好灰心。
That put me in a lot of self-doubt and I was feeling very disheartened.
直到我哋公演嘅第一日，
Until the first day of the show,
我見到咧神咧為我哋整個劇組包底。
I really saw that God was there, very present with the whole production.
台前幕後咧都有超水準嘅表現，我咧亦都被非常嘅感動。
Before and behind the stage, everything went superb. I was so touched.
特別咧係耶穌為猶大洗腳嘅嗰一幕，
Especially that scene which Jesus was washing the feet of Judas.
我哋咧真係知道耶穌係好愛軟弱嘅我哋。
And I really know again that Jesus really loves us who
我
are in
哋
weaknesses.
我哋每一個都係有得選擇，
And that we are all free to choose.
可以選擇點樣跟隨神、跟隨教會。
We can all choose how we want to follow Jesus, how to follow the church.
更加感恩嘅係喺公演嘅第一日，聽到好多劇組嘅人流住淚咁樣向神獻上感恩。
And I'm also very grateful that after the first show, a lot of us, we came back crying in tears and saying that we really experienced God.
神真係聽咗我哋嘅禱告，
So God really listened to our prayers.
感謝主，讓我能夠有份同天父一齊去同工寫唔同嘅劇本。
I really thank God because it's Him who allowed me to co-write this Easter play with Him.
無論係創作嘅過程定係處理衝突嘅過程，都有神嘅心意。
No matter it's dealing with creativity or handling relationship conflicts, He was there with us.
願神繼續使用我哋每一個神國藝人。
And may God continue to
為主
use
作工。
every member in Kingdom
Amen.
Artists to work for His kingdom. Amen.
感謝主。